that over, close that, click on that. La 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 la. Okay. I've got audio. I see my big giant head. It is time for Adventures After Dark. Hi everybody, I'm Big Ed Mustafa. Welcome to Adventures After Dark. I think I'm ready to roll. Something wonderful has happened. We have rolled into Western Rohan, which means I get to go to the Mead Hall in Edoras, Metacelled, and drone on and on about how spectacular it looks in game, which is true. I have pointed this out frequently. It's more amazing than it was in the movies. It's more spectacular than it was probably described in the books, although it's been a long time since I read the books. I should probably go back and do that. And I love the way Edoras is pictured in game. They did a marvelous job of constructing it. Kudos to Standing Stone Games and the development team. This truly looks like the beautiful capital of a powerful nation of men. Last Friday and Wednesday, the group here on Gladden did war bands of Wildemore, and we were quite successful with that, and actually started venturing into Western Rohan in search of more war bands, and we actually knocked a couple of those out. So I've been looking forward to coming out here because it means that we get to start rolling on... What's interesting? What is that over there? We get to start working our way through the epic battles, which I always enjoy. If you enjoy mounted combat and epic battles, you are in a true minority in Lotro. Not a lot of players love those. I think Moria also tops the list for a number of players, which I also like. I'm a sick, twisted individual. I like Moria, I like war bands and mounted combat, and I enjoy epic battles. They're challenging, they're different, they add flavor to the game, and I enjoy all of those things. And for whatever reason, I can't get into the Mead Hall yet, so you guys don't have to worry about me popping in there and droning on and on just yet. That will probably happen at some time. Antler checking in. Forbin Kids here. Hello to both of you fine gentlemen. Antler was kind enough to send me some photos of his house. After the tornado damage, it's finally being worked on, which is good news for Antler and his family. We wish you a speedy recovery, good sir, and hope that life gets back to normal for you and yours sooner rather than later.
It is wise for wanderers to equip themselves well.
I always like to pop by a vendor before getting my Hobbit present and clicking the sell tab. So if I get something I don't need, I can just dump it right away and not have to sift through my inventory to find it. Let us see if I have any friends on Gladden who might wish to join me tonight. We'll start with Forbin Kid. We'll get an invite out to Egarther.
Good evening.
Hello. How is your week so far?
Been a little strange.
Alright, other than putting up with me on Wednesday, it was okay though?
Wednesday was fine.
Good. Glad to hear it.
So were you going to open your supporter pack, your whimsical patrons package?
Oh, I didn't even know I had such a thing.
I think Cord might have said it to everyone on the stream team.
Okay. Well, I don't see anything new in my inventory, and I don't have any pending loot.
I think it might be a code or something.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I won't say anymore. I just know that another stream team member got it.
Okay. Well, remember, the only reason I'm probably still allowed on Lotro Stream is they've forgotten that I'm here. Since I'm sure the last thing anybody wants to do after a long week at work is watch Lotro Stream when they get home on Friday night. So the fact that I picked this time slot has increased my survivability exponentially.
You too can dance around like Tom Bombadil.
Nice. Well, I will have to check for messages and see if anything did get sent to me. I have been blessed with some gifts previously, but to be honest, Mrs. M had physical therapy today. It was a busy day at work, and I was more interested in napping before the stream than anything else, which is good news. I've got a Coke Zero. I got a little bit of a nap in after we got home from dinner, and I'm feeling pretty good, so maybe I can go more than 90 minutes before passing out at my keyboard tonight. Ginger checking in. Ginger says hello.
Hello.
And when we got our last warband on Wednesday, I did not realize that Freelancer had not caught up to us before we finished him. And I think Freelancer might have been a little huffy about us, well, me in particular, being like, okay, he's dead, let's go ahead and end the stream. Because I was getting sleepy. I had to be up in about 5 hours to drive Mrs. M to dialysis. And I was ready to head off. And if he'd have just said, oh, hey, I didn't get it, can we wait for the respawn? I'd have been like, yeah, sure. But that's all right. That wasn't communicated well, and I didn't realize it until after I ended the stream that not everybody may have gotten credit for that warband. So I don't know if Freelancer will be around tonight, but we'll have to circle the wagons and make sure we get back to hunting and killing those. We have 3 of us. We might have more friends pop up as the evening progresses. But in the meantime, why don't we see if you, me, and Forbin Kid can get into some mischief.
I'm up for mischief.
Mischief is always good. Antler says my champion is just about finished with Isengard. Well, that's cool, Antler. Sorry, Forbin Kid. Welcome to voice chat. What were you going to say?
Oh, I'm just sorting my inventory now. So.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep up with your sorting.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, gather all. I'm done.
Perfect.
You trying to rub it in or what?
I have a carry-all somewhere. It's on one of my alts. It's like, If I get too used to it, I'll just end up getting spoiled. Antler says, Ed has the cleanest inventory I've ever seen. Thank you, Antler. Please let your doctor know he needs to adjust your medication immediately, but I appreciate the compliment. I think group content in Western Rohan mostly boils down to warbands and epic battles, doesn't it?
Pretty much. And
Well,
if we want to be honest about it, the epic battles aren't really, they're not really tied to Western Rohan. You can
they're not.
do them from level 10.
Yeah, they're set in Western Rohan, but then the other problem we have is the first two aren't available as 3-mans.
Probably because people haven't done them solo.
No, Helm's Dyke is 1, 2, or 6. Deeping Wall is 1 or 12. 1, 2, or 12.
What? You're not up for doing a 6-man with only 3 people?
I'm up for it. Although, it's kind of funny, Helm's Dyke is one of the more challenging ones, and it's the first one. I think that's one of the things that frustrates a lot of players about epic battles, is you have to go do Helm's Dyke badly several times to get the points you need to start doing it well.
Well, what I recommend to people is just start out with the Minas Tirith ones and build up some promo points and then go to Helm's Dyke.
Which was a fine idea once those were added to the game. But that's, from a learning curve standpoint, I think one of the reasons epic battles aren't more beloved by players is you really have to jump into the deep end of the pool early. I think it's uncomfortable for a lot of players who aren't familiar with them. Oh, we've got a question from Argibus. Hi, what zone do I start in when I play a new character? I'll let Egartha correct me if I'm wrong, but elves start out in Arid Luin, and dwarves start out in Arid Luin, and hobbits and humans start out in Breeland. And then they have special starter zones for Dour Hand dwarves and high elves. And I think Bjornings have their own starting area.
Outexes and their intros in Arid Luin as well.
Okay.
High elves go to Kalandin, so they're in Arid Luin. Bjornings go to Archet. If you do the Before the Shadow intro, though, or you do a River Hobbit, then you end up in Mossward after your intro.
Okay. So this is the starter area of Eriador, and you've got Arid Luin, where the elves and dwarves start. Thorin's Hall is there, the elf city of Kellandum. Breeland, where the humans and the hobbits generally start, is just on the other side of the Shire. So the Shire kind of connects the two areas. And then you've got the Lone Lands with Weathertop adjacent to Breeland. The game world for Lord of the Rings Online is massive. We've been through Dunland, we've been through the Misty Mountains over here. Aragian connects to the Misty Mountains and the entrance to the mines of Moria. Here's the Holland Gate. You can see where it says Gate of Moria. And then the Trollshaws, the Ettenmoors, Angmar, more Misty Mountains. And if I zoom out, all of that is up here in this corner of the map. So we've got Rohan, we've got Gondor, Mordor is on the map now. They've added Umbar. One of these days I will get around to buying it. I have more than enough Lotro points for it. And we've got the Lonely Mountain, we've got the Grey Mountains, we've got the Iron Hills, we've got the Wells of Langflood, we've got Bjorning Lands, the Vales of Anduin, Lothlorien, Mirkwood, both South Mirkwood and Northern Mirkwood. Hint, one of those is way more fun than the other. I'll let you figure out which on your own.
And the Bad Rapids.
Yeah, there's all kinds of places to go exploring, and we'll probably get some more.
And we've been told that the next expansion is going to extend east of Umbar, so it looks like we're going into Haradwaith.
Cool. Rob3019 says, recently found the Lotro stream and have watched a handful of people on it now. First time I've caught your stream, though. Thank you for streaming this game, Ed. I know it's very niche, but watching you streamers play Lotro has quickly become a favorite night pastime of mine. Many people enjoy watching me stream, Rob, because it helps them get to sleep. Do not watch Big Ed Mustafa if you do not have 8 hours to devote to deep, restful sleep. Do not operate heavy machinery or drive a vehicle after watching Big Ed Mustafa stream. But no, seriously, it's fun for us to stream it. I enjoy streaming on the Lotro Stream channel as well as my own channel. And it's just a terrific game. It's a lot of fun. And the huge game world and the variety of character classes provides nearly endless replay value, and there's great storytelling, and it's a beautiful depiction of Tolkien's world. I mean, it's just a pleasure to play this game.
One thing I'd add to the comment about the map being huge, not only do you have that map, but you also have time phases. Like, there's 2 different phases for Isengard, there's like 4 different versions of Minas Tirith, there are some different versions of Mordor, parts of Mordor. So, yeah, sometimes you actually do kind of a time travel thing as well.
Ollie Bookworm says, hobbits go to the Shire like all proper hobbits.
Yeah, I forgot to mention those ones.
All right. Is it all... Where do river hobbits start out?
They initially start out in Lindleby, which is up in the Wells of Langflood, but when they finish their intro, they end up in Mosswood.
Donnie says, good night, Dad. I'm going to bed. I think he meant good night, Ed. But Donnie, you have a good night, buddy. Hey, I tried calling you earlier. I was looking for your address. I've got to get to the post office tomorrow to mail you some cash. But I'll connect up with you tomorrow. Who's making the new content for the game? Is there still original devs? Yes, there is. In fact, Turbine Games was part of Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers decided that they were going to refocus on mobile gaming. The development team at Turbine got together and arranged for a buyout and created a new spin-off company called Standing Stone Games. And Standing Stone Games is the developers from Dungeons & Dragons Online and Lord of the Rings Online. And they've got a publishing deal with Daybreak Gaming. Am I saying that right?
Daybreak is the
publisher. Yeah.
Publisher.
Yeah. So, yeah, and the original dev team is still here, still developing content for the game. The Umbar expansion is the newest add-on, which just became available for Lotro points this month, I think. It's still May. Yeah, it's there's a lot of faithfulness to Tolkien's original written work, but where they've been able to add on appendixes and to expand on areas that Tolkien didn't explore, the development teams also created a lot of very rich storyline content that simply supplements Tolkien's written works in a good, positive way. The developers are big fans of Tolkien and are normally quite faithful to maintaining, I hate to say canon, it's not like the Lord of the Rings is a religion, but there's an homage to Tolkien's written work that's pervasive throughout the game. Probably the best way to describe it. Donnie says, I meant what I said. I was just picking on you, Ed. That's why I said that. Donnie called me Dad. Okay, Donnie. I'll be expecting a Father's Day card from you then, buddy. Antler says, who knows? We might see some Rings of Power Easter eggs or content just to set people off. Ooh, that would be bad. Ponton Finberry checking in. Hi, Ponton.
Yeah. Maybe it's not appropriate to say here, but if I were SSG, I would stay away from anything to do with Rings of Power. Not because it's necessarily taking a position one side or the other, but it tends to get people's passions up a lot.
Ollie J. Bookworm says, river hobbits are not proper hobbits. Tonight's snack for those of you playing the home game: extra cheesy Cheez-Its. The
wasn't
beverage of choice will
Smeagol-
surprise no one.
Wasn't Smeagol
Coke Zero.
over Hobbit?
I don't know.
I
He
mean,
must have been that Platin up there, where the ring was lost.
Coconut sorbet in an actual coconut shell. Ponton, that sounds spectacular. I am highly jealous. Although Mrs. Mustafa wanted Japanese food tonight, and we went right after she got done with physical therapy. I'm like, are you sure you don't want to wait? She's like, nope. So we get to the restaurant, and they weren't even open yet because it was barely like 4 o'clock. I'm like, sorry, honey. So we went to Freddy's, and she got a kid's hot dog meal, and I'm like, you're picking Freddy's just because you want ice cream, right? She's like, yeah. But so we got her hooked up with hot dog, fries, and chocolate milk, and I got her a small sundae with strawberries on it. And she used that as a substitute for Japanese food, and that saved me about $14 on the cost of her dinner. So I was okay with that. Can you show us Gondor and Umbar on the map, please? Yes, I can. Umbar I'm not so sure about, but Gondor I definitely can. As long as I quit clicking on the wrong thing.
you could show Umbar in the Stable Masters map.
Okay.
So, to some degree. It's not going to be as detailed, but at least it gives you an idea.
So there's 3 sections to Gondor. We've got Western Gondor, Central Gondor, Eastern Gondor. You also have Old Anorian, Far Anorian, and the Wastes. Oh, also North Ithilien. South Ithilien is mostly part of Eastern Gondor. The cities of Minas Tirith and Osgiliath are here in Eastern Gondor. These are also really cool set pieces, both of these cities. And the Wastes, which connects to North Ithilien, which is my favorite zone because I love flower picking. This connects up to the Black Gate and leads into Mordor.
The Dead Marshes also connect to the Wastes.
There you go, thank you. I thought the Dead Marshes were part of the Wastes.
Well, there's a passage from there to the Wastes. You can also get there
From Western Gondor?
Western
Yeah.
the cave of the Everin.
Okay. That's more of a portal than anything else, but
Yeah.
from map connectivity, I would say the Wastes are there. Anyway, so when you get to the Black Gate and come into Mordor, the first region is Udun, which is a complete pain in the tuchus. There's tons and tons and tons of mobs to fight through, and they respawn pretty quickly. So you're going to do a lot of fighting to get through this original region. Mount Doom is here. Barad-dûr, Sauron's former stronghold. You get there after it's destroyed, of course. They've added Minas Morgul to the game also, which is a pretty cool region. It's not big, but there's a lot of cool things to see and do in here. I rather enjoyed it. Here's a different mouth of Mordor. Plains of Gorgoroth in particular. So it was interesting how the map changed. Lots of things to see and do in Mordor.
You can go up the slopes of Mount Doom, but you can't actually get into Samath Naur, which is where the ring was actually thrown into Mount Doom because that part is destroyed. But you can go pretty far up the slopes.
Spoiler alert!
Lava.
Yeah, also, Darth Vader is Luke's father. We'll get that out of the way, too. Okay, so that's Gondor and Mordor. And then Rohan. I think Rohan's pretty simple in comparison. It's just mostly Eastern and Western Rohan, isn't it? There's a lot of sub-regions to each of those. Let me go to the Stable Master and see if I can pull up the Stable Master's map, and we'll have a look at Udun, or Umbar, rather.
I am afraid.
I think you can get it on the radar too. There's a little horse button, I think.
Okay. Well, then it occurred to me I don't actually have to be at a Stable Master to pull up the Stable Master's map. I just have to go to... Is it character?
Shift C for collections.
Oh, collections. Okay.
or just the horse head on your mini map, your radar.
There's a horse head on my radar?
Right above the map.
Yeah,
on the right.
yeah. This is a scene from The Godfather.
Exactly. I'll put him in the movie. You don't have to kill my horse. I'll just do Control C. Shift C. There we go. That's why I like streaming Lotro, so people like Egarther can explain stuff to me that I haven't figured out, even though I've been playing for like 17 years. Map?
The horse head map. The horse head.
It's amazing what you see when you watch other people stream that you
Yeah.
never knew about.
So for those that have that weird phobia about holes, this map is going to be a nightmare for you. Some people have that phobia.
So is there any way to zoom in?
No, well, in some cases, yes. I think, isn't there like...
Umbar and the Shield Isles are down here below Central Gondor?
Yep.
So there you go. And I haven't been down there yet. I am a completely free-to-play Lotro player. I would encourage people to don't be like me. The game is well worth supporting financially. It's well worth subscribing to. There are a lot of benefits to that. But I'm kind of the last free-to-play streamer. So if I ever did subscribe, it would be like killing the last unicorn or something. A lot of people point to me and they go, well, if you want to know how to play Lotro free-to-play, go watch Big Ed. And it's like, okay. They have a great free-to-play model. It's a lot of fun to play that way. But it's a lot of fun to subscribe, and there's a lot of really good benefits to it. You get extra points every month to use in the Lotro store to unlock extra character slots, unlock extra content. You can use mail anywhere. You don't have to go find a mailbox. It unlocks swift travel. There's all kinds of other benefits to it. And, it's, $99 for a full year? Money very well spent. So don't be a chiseling cheapskate like me. Spend a little cash. It will help you maximize the fun that you have during your playing time. I spend a fair amount of time off stream doing what I call character maintenance type stuff. Cleaning up inventory, working on crafting, cleaning up mailboxes. Just doing stuff that I enjoy doing it. To me, it's relaxing to just kind of pop on when I've got a little time to myself and do those kinds of things. But I don't think that's everybody's cup of tea. I've been accused of being a little more patient than the average gamer. Although anybody who's ever watched me play and stream Apex Legends would question that vehemently. But that's okay. Zinger says, Umbar, Barabel is a maze.
Umbar and the Shield Isles, it's actually on the main map, but you have to go to the Herod Waith section.
And where the heck is that?
Well, if you do the pull down for under show map, and you pull it down, oh, you must have a mod or something. Don't you have a show map?
Nope. All I'm doing is clicking on I just hit M. Oh, there's the show map pull down. Okay.
And then Herod Waith, then you can navigate and show.
Okay.
I don't think you can drill from the top level, but you can pick Herod Waith and then...
Well, here's the maze that Zinger was just talking about. This is a city in Umbar. Barabel. City of the Corsairs. Yeah, that looks like a maze. That looks like a nightmare.
Oh, wait till you get there. Man, I'm trying to get around. I thought Scarhold was bad.
Ponton says, I find it funny when some suggest stuff on the forums when it's already a thing in game. So nice, can help them out with info. Oh, just one note on the devs respecting the lore. They actually made a quest chain with an NPC that's based on Tolkien himself and a few of his friends. Yes. And Lenore Stoutshield says, North Aphelion is so freaking beautiful, too. You're not wrong. It is lovely. There's a lot of really lovely zones. One of the zones that I praise is, I think Osgiliath was extremely well done because it shows the true destruction and horror that Sauron and his minions are going to unleash upon Middle-earth if he's not checked. And as you go through Osgiliath, it's smashed buildings, it's burning buildings, it's streets littered with corpses, it's siege engines. It's just, it really represents the horrors of war well. And I don't think Osgiliath gets enough praise. I think it's really well depicted. Ooh, there's a section called The Cellars. That looks horrible also.
Yeah, that's new as of this week.
Oh, cool.
That's the new area, which I haven't been to yet.
This is the Cape of Umbar.
The Shield Isles is an interesting place, too. Get used to swimming. It's the new Everswim.
Perfect. I'll bet there's boats for people who are subscribed to use, though.
Yep, you bet.
That's if you do not go VIP, you'll be swimming a lot more than VIPs will. If you like Evendim, then it's probably worth subscribing just so you don't have to swim everywhere. You eventually get used to where things are, but the lag makes it interesting. And now they've added tunnels underneath it. The Undercity, or Umbar Mach, it's called, is actually very easy to navigate. I'm happy with how it's designed. At least Evendim will give swimming lessons. Yeah, you get pretty good with swimming by the time you leave Evendim. Potton says, I like the War of the Three Peaks area. They really went far to make feel like war when you stand in the trench. Screen shakes with sounds. Yeah, a lot of cool effects. Tales of Yore.
Tales of your mom?
I don't know. Something else on the map.
Azanul Bazaar, which is the Blood of Azog.
Oh, okay.
Back area.
Yeah, I like that area.
They reworked some of the Lothlorien stuff to make that possible. Some people like to just explore Lotro. I mean, that's their main thing. They just go around, they search out all the little nooks and crannies, take screenshots, and just drink it in. And that's their main thing.
Yeah, I think one of the great things about Lotro is that it's your game and you can kind of play it your way. People like to explore. People like to socialize. We have a lot of friends who are in-game bands, and they hang out at the taverns and play concerts in the game. That's very cool. A lot of people are into the lore and the storytelling. A lot of people are into the end game raiding content and some of the more challenging stuff.
And there's PvP.
Sure there is. It's whatever you're into. There's no wrong way to play Lotro. Just, take it as you find it and play the parts of it that you enjoy, and there's always a lot more to see and explore and do. I know there's a lot of people who do enjoy player versus monster player. I don't think it's the strongest suit of the game, but it's nice that it's in here.
And crafting.
Ginger says some of us like crafting. Some of us like fishing. And we're still no closer to figuring out what Yumi and Forbin Kid are going to do.
we could do some group fishing. There's
Awesome.
an epic fishing quest near here,
There is. There's a catfish that needs caught.
but I don't know if we're high enough level.
There's something in Snowburn, isn't there? That
I
What?
caught that catfish once levels and levels before I was eligible for the quest, and just kept him in my bags until I came back here and got the quest.
Nice. There's some fishing quests that are hit bolt tailings. Is that what you're thinking of, Orban Kid?
No, I don't think so. There's something in Snowburn that I saw. I didn't pick it up, but
Yeah, the snowborn stuff's part of the hype bolt chain to rebuild hype bolt.
oh, okay, maybe it is. Part
There's
of
the
that.
Garfield guppy, and there's something about the bloodfish, and you have to kill a goat and then jump into the water covered in blood. And
Fish. You have to fish up an avank. Yeah, there's a few of them.
oh, and chasing down those stupid swirling pools of fish. Man, that's rough. So if you're not fishing Middle Earth, you're not truly exploring Middle Earth. Always have a fishing pole with you. And fishing can be surprisingly beneficial financially in game.
And a pickaxe.
And a pickaxe.
And always have your fishing pole equipped so that if you get attacked, you can quickly switch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you used to be able to do that.
Gorenda says, sounds like a pagan fishing rite. You're not wrong. We must sacrifice this goat blood to the fishing gods. I caught a pike.
And this time there's no head on it.
Uh-oh.
Did anybody get one of those heads on a pike cosmetics from our warbands?
I haven't gotten one yet. I would like to get the Grima Wormtongue head on a pike. That would be a trophy.
And unfortunately, in the lore, I think he doesn't die until Scouring of the Shire.
I know.
About replica of Grima's head on a pike.
Ooh, a flounder. Well, no Freelancer and no Bria and no Gipio. Gipio's not going to be getting home from work until later. Ooh, another flounder. Forbin Kid reeling in the largemouth bass. Very nice.
I like to turn my sound effect volume way up, and then I can hear the fish get hooked.
Well, here's something I haven't done for a while. I'll zoom in on the bobber. This is just one of those dumb little details that I was kind of blown away. If you get up on your bobber, it really looks like a nice, cool, old weathered balsa float. They did a nice job with the paint, and the paint looks worn and splintered, and it looks like an old bobber that's been used for a long time. You can see the weathering effects there. That's some great detail. I mean, it'd be the easiest thing in the world to just make a red and white sphere and call it a day. Because it's like, who's going to bother to look at the artwork you did for the bobber? Well, I will, because I'm nuts. And another pike. All right. I was kind of laughing because when I saw the Twitch or the YouTube replays of the last couple of streams, I keep going to the task item board, and so my thumbnails have been me standing in front of the task item board. I'm like, oh my god, nobody's going to want to watch these replays. It's like, oh, I missed Ed's stream, but let's go watch him do task item turn-ins. It's like, yeah, even I wouldn't watch that. So if I actually get a thumbnail of me fishing, that would be a welcome change. Have either of you guys actually started the landscape quest chains here yet?
No.
Me neither. Maybe we should go back to the Entwade and see if we can pick up a quest line?
At our level, we could take the on-ramp, Book 11, Chapter 1, which actually starts up in Nona's Cave in the High Knolls, and then just head into West Rohan. We don't have to do any more of East Rohan if we don't want to.
Do you have the port to Forlaw?
I think I have that quest in the cave.
Right, that was from the guy that was at the Endwade Crossing. I have I have a port, a milestone for Snowborn, and I can travel from there.
The Lindelby housing instance, you can do a lot of deed fishing. Good to know. Midsummer Festival. Zinger says, just seems like they should find a way to attach a fishing rod to the hobby panel, like attaching a bridle to the mounted combat panel.
Yeah, seems like that, doesn't it? Well, when the new legendary item system first came out and they disabled weapon swapping, people complained pretty loudly about the fact that fishing poles were forgotten. And I think they were planning on doing something, but it must have been pushed down on the priority list because it never got fixed.
By people, do you just mean me? I'm the only person I know who was mad about that.
No, lots of people were.
Okay, good.
Well, especially for those quests where you have to fish up something nasty and then it attacks you.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a very, very narrow window of time to quickly swap to your weapon, and if you just fumble a little bit, you're going to be trying to fight that thing with a fishing pole, and it's just stupid.
Yep, I agree.
Let me see, I must have... Well, actually, if I'm going to do that, then I may as well travel all the way to Nona's Cave.
Okay, wait, you can use summoning horns?
Yeah. Oh, great. I never picked up the Stable Master for Beer Tour. the closest one to that? Done fast. I'll get this done fast.
There you go. So I'm just shouting out a couple of our friends who also stream Lotro. You can check out Aubrey the Weird One over at her channel. She's a very popular Lotro streamer. And some of our other friends have been streaming with her. I know, I think Gantaran's on her channel fairly regularly. They do collaborative streams occasionally. I also shouted out our friend Goshil. He streams much earlier in the day than I do. We don't always get a chance to pop into each other's channels. But I think I did pop in and say hello to him yesterday morning. Ginger's been streaming in the mornings. Awesome. I'm glad you're kind of getting back on the saddle there, Ginger. I would be delighted to give you a shout out.
To save one of your horns, I think I can get the Snowburn and then take some horses.
And I also shouted out Ginger's granddaughter, Somatome, who's been streaming Lotro. Ginger missed today due to a power outage. That's no fun. My role in the Lotro community is to basically stream so badly that if any of you are out there thinking, well, I could probably stream Lotro, you watch my streams and you're like, I could do better than Big Ed. He's an idiot. And then I inspire other people to stream because they know they can do better, and I'm okay with that. I'll be excited when one day I am the worst, least noted Lotro streamer on Twitch.
Everyone has to have their dreams.
Exactly. All right, well, I will ride around and do some scarn hunting while I wait for the summons.
I'm headed to Forlaw.
Okay.
See if I can get a horse from there.
Well, the closest stable master to Nona's Cave would be Beer Tour.
Yeah, I don't have that. I just looked now.
Oh, this is the housing area. I don't want to try to jump into that. Okay.
I have
Pay attention, Ed.
refugees. Looks like that's where you went.
Yep. Following in the footsteps.
Hoof print.
Yes. Okay, I am in Nona's Cave.
We are on Lotro stream, so I am going to ignore a number of jokes that just popped into my head. We're going to keep it classy.
And my plan is foiled. Alright.
It'd be pretty easy money. Hey, just send me $20 and I'll see if I can get Big Ed to get himself kicked off a Lotro stream.
I can summon the two of you if you want. Speed things up.
Sure.
Okay.
No such thing as classy around here, folks. Remember that. Now, on Lotro stream, we keep it classy, Antler. Ponton says, I remember reading a post once where somebody was updating their motherboard and power went out as workers outside shut it off. Yeah, if you're flashing the BIOS on your motherboard and you lose power, you've just bricked your motherboard. It's not cool.
It is cool in that you'd have a great story to tell.
Yeah.
Do some of the motherboards have the option to flash them without anything installed, or would that help?
Yeah, some of the motherboards do. And in fact, those are the motherboards I usually try to buy. But I think it depends on having a workable BIOS installed. So if your BIOS gets wrecked due to being crashed in the middle of an update, I don't think you can reflash it. It'd have to go back to the
Our
manufacturer.
friends from Birtor have weathered the storm.
Yeah,
I have
my area
decided what
here,
I
we
must do.
don't have any major outage, but about 12 times a year, once a month on average, there's a little half-second flip or so on. So I have a lot of UPS around the house.
An uninterruptible power supply is a good investment.
Horn plans to defy
Okay,
the
and
word of
do
his
you
king.
have a milestone back to West Rohan now?
The king must hear.
Oh,
what
heavens,
happened in
no.
Wildemore.
Okay. How did you get there before?
Rode cross country a really long way. I rode from Wildemore down into
One path remains a mystery to me.
Eastfold?
was it the Eastfold? Entwash Vale. I rode down into the Entwash Vale and then literally just crossed the river and ended up in Kingstead.
Alright, well, I'll head to the Entwash crossing and summon you then.
Okay, that's very kind of you.
Forbin Kid, can you make your way there via swift travel, etc.?
Oh, okay.
Or do you need a summon as well?
I have a snow barn I can go to.
Yeah, that's where I'm traveling from.
Okay, I've got one last quest to get here. Did we take all the quests in the cave?
Yeah, you need them all.
There's like two different sections of the epic line, one of which leads you to West Rohan, and the other one is a continuation of Wildemore, I think. I believe that our intention here is to cross over into West Rohan, start working through that. Okay, summoning.
Oh, that was quick.
So we're
Thank
heading
you.
to Entwade?
Entwade Crossing, yes.
I was going to hunt snow stalkers while I was waiting for you guys, and I barely got my trait trees updated. No, you're fine.
On the east side of the river, then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the guard is.
There's two guys standing there, if I recall. Or maybe that's another quest.
Nothing has changed. I have not received word from Edoras that you may pass. Wait. There is something familiar
He's a
about that
Hun
man.
who is bald.
Is it
apparently.
Gleowine?
I got my horse's feet all wet. I feel bad. You know what I might be able to do is just take a stable master's horse to Edoras now.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Minimum level 85. I can't even take a stable master's horse yet. Boo.
We'll get you to 85 tonight.
Yeah, we will.
It's only one level on a bit.
It's like a level and a quarter.
you're already headed to Edoras?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the next step in the quest chain.
Yep.
Like we talked to Horn outside in the barrows. Might be the only barrows in all of Middle-earth that aren't haunted.
I circled Edoras about 10 times looking for iron, for metal. There seem to be lots of skarn in that area, not very many attackers.
Well, if you get a bunch of skarn collected, go ahead and send it to me and I can hang on to it for you.
Are you sure you got room in your packs?
I'll make room for skarn.
Like Jello.
Mm-hmm.
It's room for more.
We can get you a level just by crafting. No, this guy doesn't. Oh, now he does have a quest.
Well, I discovered a wonderful new working definition of love. If you ever need to explain to somebody what love is, last weekend I had a couple of ripe mangoes out in the kitchen, and I had made Mrs. Mustafa pancakes for breakfast, and she'd had breakfast, and she was all content and hanging out in the living room watching TV, and unbeknownst to her, I went out to the kitchen and I sliced up both of those mangoes. And I don't know if you guys have ever sliced mangoes. I find it to be just a little bit of work, because once you get the skin peeled, those things are slippery. It's really hard to hang on to them. And I sat there and I chopped up the mangoes and diced them up, and I got a bowl out, and I had a fairly decent sized bowl. It was one of these bowls, and I filled it with sliced mango pieces. And I thought, man, that looks delicious. I would love to eat that. And I thought, you know what? I would get even more joy out of surprising my wife with that than eating this mango myself. And I went out in the living room and I said, hey, honey, you don't know anybody who'd be interested in a big bowl of sliced mango, do you? She was like, me. And so I handed her the bowl and she proceeded to eat the whole thing and didn't offer me a bite. And I was like, you know what? That's okay. So if you're wondering, do I really love this person? It's like, would you slice up a whole bowl of mango and not eat any just so you could give it to them? Then you probably do love them. And then you're left with the conundrum, if they eat that whole bowl of mango and don't offer you a bite, do they love you? And the answer is no. No, they don't. Which is why I fear that she will kill me in my sleep at any time.
We have returned to Edoras, and death is upon my mind.
Make your way to Edoras.
Do so.
I always say Meduseld. Is it Meduseld?
Meduseld. Yeah, actually, I think it is Meduseld. Oh, wait, no, you have to talk to Gleowine first.
Yeah, where's he at?
You passed him.
Oh, I didn't see him. I was looking for a gold ring.
Yeah,
Only
sorry,
when you get 3 feet
I
from him.
misdirected you. You talk to Gleowina, then you go up to Meduseld.
Okay, where is he? Oh, he's right here. Okay.
Unless I am very much
He's
mistaken,
marveling
that
at
horse is
Shadowfax.
Shadowfax, Lord of the Maris.
He is a pretty horse. We ride for Mediceld and for glory.
You're going to take the stairs?
Yep.
I go up the embankment. I gave up on trying to navigate those damn stairs.
Well, I did the in-league challenge in the Shire a number of times on my champion on a heavy war steed, so it's pretty rare I run to an area I don't want to navigate on a war steed.
What brings you hither against the word of Theoden? You are
Won't
not
be a
the
sole
first to come
instance,
here
or
today.
we going as a group?
If you are willing, I will take your weapons and bring you before the king.
Well, it looks like we can go
We
in
have
as a
returned
group.
to Medusel against the king's orders, but we do not seem to be the only ones coming to the Golden Hall to speak words of warning.
Theoden, son of
And I
Thengel,
always point this out to people. In Medicine,
I have returned, and I
you
bring
look
warning
up,
and
you can
wise
see,
counsel.
like, the smoke
Oh,
A
yeah.
storm is brewing.
that's
All
accumulated
good
at the
people
top.
must stand together or
Yeah,
be
it's
destroyed.
gorgeous.
Nice touch.
Yep, lots of fires, lots of smoke, lots of sunlight coming through the windows. It's a beautiful
I
place.
greet you, Gandalf. But why should I welcome
There's
you?
tapestries,
You bring troubles wherever you go.
horsey statues.
You say a storm brews. I say you are its herald, the bringer of war.
I gotta grab another Coke Zero. I'll let Theoden chat. Tertium hype.
Speak wisdom, my lord. All around us the news is grim. It is not 1 week since your son and heir Theodred was slain on the western marches. You cannot trust in Éomer. He would empty your city and leave your treasures unguarded. And now Gondor tells us that the Dark Lord stirs once more in the east. It is curious, is it not, that these are the days in which this ragged wanderer returns to us.
A worker of evil may come in fell times, Grima, son of Galmod. But there are also those who come when they are most needed, when days are darkest.
I did not mourn when Shadowfax came back riderless, Gandalf. The return of the horse was made all the greater by lack of the rider.
So it was, my lord. See his rags? Have you ever seen such a beggarly figure?
The courtesy of your hall is not as it was, Theoden, son of Thengel. Has your door ward, Hama, not reported the names of my companions?
I see only churls and vagabonds, and you the worst of them all. Be gone with you, and leave my lord to those who do not wish him ill.
You know not of what you speak, Grima Wormtongue. Theoden, I offer you my counsel, if you would have it. I have ever been a friend to the House of Eor, and would not see it come to its ending.
Nor would I, Gandalf. But it is so dark. So dark.
No, my friend. Not all is dark. Behold! Beyond your darkened windows, there is light. The skies shine above, as they always have. Will you heed me?
Now I see the shadows for what they are, Gandalf. They are fleeting, like a grim memory. How came this to be?
It seems your road entwines with ours for a pace or two more. Much has transpired since last we met, but my companions can give their account.
Nice.
And in many places you intersect with some of the main characters from the stories and movies.
It is good to see you again, though we are met on the very precipice of danger.
The hobbits have gone off a different direction, but the rest of the gang's all
But
here.
it is not enough. I feel as if a heavy shroud has been lifted from my sight.
And we'll just swing by some of the tapestries. There's a quest where you can come through here and examine the tapestries one by one. And the quest actually walks you through some of the history and the stories of the tapestries, the carvings, the columns. This is a really gorgeous piece of scenery.
This one over here is where the key to Orthanc
These
is
are
given
better
to
tidings
Saruman.
than I believed
That's what
possible.
it depicts.
I will
Hello,
guide you to
Gantaran.
Grima's chambers, as the king instructs.
Hello, good.
This sound is a new experience. 10 alts, always with the sound muted. Oh, cool. Find the entrance to Grima Wormtongue's chambers. Oh, this is a good creepy storyline. I dig it.
Don't forget Wormtongue's drawers.
I think I see a zinger.
Well, Zinger's been here. Hopefully I said hi to him earlier. And I certainly have to shout out our friend Gantaran, who also is a fine Lotro streamer. Although last seen playing Baldur's Gate 3, which I also recently started playing. That is an amazing game.
What did you find there?
Number of stolen items in Grima's chambers, and should confront him with them. We ride to confront Grima Wormtongue, and for glory. Gipio checking in. Hello, Gipio. I'm riding my pig. When you're in the Hall of the Horse Lords, dare to be different.
That being an insult to the Rohirrim.
Oh, when you said Zinger was here, I thought you meant in chat.
Yeah,
I really got to pay more attention.
in the flesh.
Hey, Grima, what were you doing with all the AO and stuff?
Every one of those
You
items
creep.
was a gift.
Where did you get these items?
Oh, man. Well, we all know I'm not throwing the fish away.
Wait. There is one item you should return yourself, as its owner is here in the hall.
I remember this token. I gave it to my brother to bring him good fortune in battle.
We're off to get Eomer out of jail. Rob says heading off now, Ed. Hopefully able to catch you again soon. Have a good one, Rob. Glad you're able to catch the stream, and yeah, glad you're enjoying Lotro stream. Antler says throw the fish away. Antler, you are timed out for 60 seconds for heresy.
Thank you for bringing me these tidings, friend. Return to my sister and give her my thanks and my love.
Throw the fish away. Antler should be ashamed. Commands of the king.
Do I have to be outside the door to take that? Or can I take it from anywhere?
I don't know.
Oh, I'll get to the door. The door, the door.
Antler says, hey, if I'm not annoying you, I'm not doing my job. Reg9K says, I can remember you on stream fishing back in Garsfeld. Oh, yeah. The Garsfeld guppy. Gotta catch 'em all.
My brother is free of his cage? I delight to hear it.
All the people of Rohan will need to stand if the kingdom is to survive. The time has come for Theoden to step beyond the confines of his hole.
Can't get through the door.
Ooh.
I am ready to look out upon my city with unclouded eyes.
Oh, through now.
Well, I have to say the lag
I,
that
my
I've
king,
experienced
has
in
stepped
West
beyond his
Rohan
hole to look
has
upon
been
the kingdom.
better than
What will he
we were
see, I
getting in
wonder?
East
And will it
Rohan
move
there.
him to strike down the evils
Yeah.
arrayed against his people?
Yeah, it was kind of rough
You,
Wednesday
my
here when we got over
deserve
here,
the
too.
Men of
hospitality of
Rohan
my
must ride
house.
today.
I have
We
been
will
a
ride
poor
with them.
host. Yes! You will be welcome,
So far
Aragorn,
tonight, I haven't
as
noticed
will your
much today.
friends.
Be not overconfident, Theoden King. Isengard is strong, and other perils there are also. After we have gone, you must not delay. Lead the rest of your people to the hold of Dunharrow.
My people will go to Dunharrow, but I will not bring them there. I will ride to war, to fall in the front of the battle, if that is the need.
The Lord of the Mark will ride.
You take commands of the king.
Who then will lead your people to safety?
Yep.
I will think on that before I go. Here comes my counselor.
My lord, you should come in from the hot sun. Your meat is nearly ready. Can others not deal with these troublesome guests? Let Grima send them away.
No, Grima. I will ride to war as I should have done long ago. You will ride with me. But I do not send you away, Grima. I ask you to ride at my side and thereby prove your faith. Will you do this?
A lord of the House of Eowl may have the stomach for war, but I am only a humble servant. Let me stay behind, a faithful steward to keep your hall until your return.
He is not a man, but a snake. You cannot bring it safely along, nor can you leave it behind. Give him a horse, and judge him by the choice he makes, whether to ally with you or with Saruman, his master.
Okay, Theoden, this is where you issue a command. Let's get on it there, big boy. We're all waiting.
We have been waiting a while.
No,
There we
not
go.
harm him.
Somehow. Oh, no, just...
My mercy is now ended. If I see him
Can I
again,
crawl
it
down
will
the
not
steps?
go well with Grima.
Do not harm him.
I go forth to battle. It is like to be my last riding. And Theodred, my heir, is slain. Who shall I leave behind to rule in my stead? Is there no man? In whom do my people trust?
We trust in the House of Earl.
But Eomer is the last of that house, and I need his sword arm. He cannot be spared.
I did not name Eomer, nor is he the last. There is his sister Eowyn also, fearless and true of heart. All love her. Let her lead the Erlingus while we are gone.
You speak wisdom, Hammer. So it shall be. Eowyn will rule the people in my stead and lead them to Dunharrow and safety. I ask that you and your friends help her with this burden.
They call me verbose. He says, you speak wisdom, Hama. He could have just said word.
We're yo.
There is strength in Theoden, and that strength will flow into his people.
I have been given my freedom, and now I ride to war with my king.
It is good that Theoden takes action to protect his people.
For too long have I stayed beneath the roof of my hall.
Antler says there is no lag. Exactly, there is no lag. Wow, it got dark all of a sudden. The view's really pretty. You got mountains, you got sky, you got poofy clouds, you've got open plains.
There is no honor in this. Why must I stay behind?
Perfect. Now I've got a pack space open.
There are many things to do before the people can leave for Dunharrow.
That was a really nice ring upgrade. Read the proclamation.
We all have to read Proclamation, or just one?
Probably all of us.
I don't see it here.
Well, there's some NPCs that you have to interact with, so that's going to be an individual thing.
Then I like Hama's proclamation that all love Eowyn, except for the lady that they have to go move in with.
hates her guts.
Yeah, we never do get a backstory about what's up with those two.
I'm headed to Badu Belt, I think.
Where's this old woman who catches my eye?
Do you have a time to spare in our woman tidings bearer?
There's that soft spot again.
Okay, I do have her belongings. Where's the wagon? Clear up by the gate. We jog for the wagon and for glory. Not this wagon. That was the wagon. Hello, small child.
Everyone must obey the word of Theoden King.
Hello, growling dissenter.
What gives you the right to order us out of our homes?
Ooh, nice glove upgrade.
Isotoners?
Gloves of removal.
Those do sound nice.
Whoops, I hear some thunder, so if I suddenly get disconnected, you know why.
Okay. Just remember that thunder only happens when it's raining and that players only love you when they're playing.
Kind of reminds me, why do we never talk about Fleetwood Mac whenever we the subject of music comes up.
It will be some time before all the
There's
people are
certain
ready to leave,
bands.
but this is the
Fleetwood
start.
Mac, I grew up listening to. I hear them on the radio all the time, and there's a few bands like them that I like them perfectly well, but never enough to actually go out and buy any of their albums. Because you hear them on the radio all the time anyway, so why do I need to buy the album? Fleetwood Mac is like that. Who else is like that?
You bought Rumors back in the day, though, didn't
No,
you?
I never owned a copy of Rumors. Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's fine. It's not that I don't listen to it if it comes on the radio, but it's not really anything I go seek out to listen to. I don't sit around jamming my Fleetwood Mac albums. I actually have a couple of Elton John albums. Who else is like that? Who else do I not really need to buy a whole lot of their music just because they're always around? I don't know. There's a few bands like that, but Fleetwood Mac kind of hits the target. If any more pop in my head, I'll mention them. But yeah.
I see they're equipping us well for this new region.
Yeah, the gear upgrades here are pretty nice. Well, the difficulty goes up.
Yeah, by the time we get done with the intro quests, we'll be pretty well loaded for bear, and we'll need to be. Why am I returning the proclamation? Alright, let's find something else to throw away. Contorted ears, I can throw those away. Man.
Grima has fled the city, but I believe some of his allies remain.
There are vendors in Edoras if you want to.
I know.
Inventory stuff.
Seeds of treachery. Did I see somebody else popped a different encounter?
Are we getting too spread apart?
I don't know.
I'm still doing Book 2, Chapter 9.
Me too.
I'm up to chapter 11, so maybe we should just cool our jets here and try to get back together again.
Well, I've only run this once before, and it was about 8 years ago or longer than that, so I'm trying to read some of the text. I'm a slow reader.
Words are hard.
Yeah, they have letters in them.
And Rohirrim are verbose.
You stick H's where they're not needed.
Oh, that's right. These guys respawn almost instantly. I'll let the
That
champion
might have been
take them
mine.
out. Yeah. No, they tend to respawn fairly quickly. I was just wondering out loud. Yeah, I don't have the right sword equipped. And I'm in the wrong trait line for what we're doing. I have to pay more attention. Although I do like popping burgle heals because they're noisy. What the hell's all that squawking? Oh, Ed's just healing. There's another one down here.
You have to be in combat to heal a burglar?
Yeah. In fact, you have to have an opponent to hit in order to start the heal. One of the problems I have when we're in group is a lot of times you and Freelancer kill stuff so fast I can't get a heal off. I have to hit it with... well, I'm in the wrong trait line now.
You want me to get my fishing pole out?
Yes. Well, the other side of that coin, though, is if you guys are killing stuff that fast, I don't really need to be healing, so it's all good.
Yeah, I've had the same problem where you go up to... You need healing, but there aren't any targets around you. I tried to hit my fellowship member, but that doesn't work.
Mom, he's trying to hit me.
Potton says Elton John is the fourth most sold musical artist in history, just below Elvis in third. I have some Elvis, I have some Buddy Holly, I have some Elton John on vinyl. What was really weird for a long time, I didn't know anybody who actually owned Michael Jackson's Thriller album. And then a buddy of mine, Dave Wintle, I actually saw he had a pre-recorded cassette version in his car. Like, oh, okay, somebody actually did buy this album.
I'll just wait at the end way, which you get teleported to.
Okay.
The quests are getting a little red for me now. That's a level 88 quest.
Michael Jackson is second and first is obvious.
Never heard of obvious.
I'm afraid he might be referring to T-Swift. Is she really the best-selling artist of all time? That brings me sadness.
You found some of Grima's allies and defeated them? Good. My preparations continue, but my uncles are complete.
Talk to Theoden in Mediceld. Okay. Not what I was trying to do there. Let's look at the bracelets. That's the turd. Okay. Well, obviously is the Beatles. Everyone should know this. I'm not sure I would have guessed that the Beatles had outsold Elvis. Well, I definitely have plenty of Beatles albums. Although in my sick, sad world, it just shocks me that any of those artists would have sold anywhere near as many albums as the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones had 26 albums in a row go to #1 on the Billboard album chart.
The riders are ready to depart, as am I.
Theoden King has mustered a force of more than 1,000 spears, and prepares to ride for Isengard. Will he return to Edoras in this life?
Forward, snowmen! While I ride to Isengard, I would have you lend your aid to those who remain behind.
Our friend is not right with us.
There are dangers both behind and ahead, Eomer.
Now, when you select the quest there, the ring, you get a quest tax. We don't.
I am
That's
ready.
the way it's supposed to be.
Oh, I don't know.
So only one person gets to read the quest. You gotta read it out loud, I guess.
Gleowan, you know why I've called you before me.
I do, my king. My friends and I return to Edoras against your direct command.
Why did you do this?
We did this out of love, my king, and fear. Love of the Mark, and fear for its people.
I share this love, Gleowan, and this fear. But a king's word is law, and must be obeyed. You will not escape judgment.
That is just, my king. I submit to your will.
I ride to war. It is like to be my last riding. I need a minstrel by my side to record the deeds that await.
My king?
It will be your burden to witness my final days, if this be they, and record them in song.
You will return from the battle, my king.
That may be so. Do you accept my judgment?
I do, my king.
Forth, Aerlingus.
Apparently the Aerlingus are riding forth, Forbin Kid.
Bye.
Sorry you didn't get the text.
No, I can read. I see it on your screen. I can always rewatch Twitch if I need to read it.
The Rolling Stones is number 18. This by sales of albums, but they note it's claimed. Hard to get actual numbers. Antler says, "Alright, folks, I'm off. Take care, Antler."
Right, Antler.
So they are gone. May they ride to victory.
Oh, let's stick this right there.
My uncle has commanded that I bring the people of Edoras to Dunharrow.
have need of your aid.
I guess playtime is over. We get down to serious work here.
This here, when you start doing the quests in the Entwade, this is usually when people are like, oh my god, things are so much harder. Why am I dying?
This quest will fail if you complete In the King's Wake before speaking to Thane Edric. So don't complete In the King's Wake, I guess.
Yeah, there's all sorts of sequencing problems with this West Rohan stuff.
Well, nobody's hanging out in this mead hall. Where's Pink Floyd on that list, Ponton? They've sold about 1 trillion copies of Dark Side of the Moon.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan. Invaders have wrought this misery upon us.
Number 9. Is it possible that Pink Floyd has sold that many more albums than the Rolling Stones? That sounds crazy. Zeppelin would have to be way up there. And then where would William Hung rank?
It's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I have his album.
But we will aid you as best we may.
I bought it just to torture people on a long car ride one time. Ginger's off to bed. Have fun all. Ginger, thanks for popping by. Glad to hear you're streaming regularly again. Sorry about the power outage. Boingo Boingo at number 8. Zeppelin number 7.
Boingo, boingo. Really?
Dead Man's Party. Nothing to fear. Geekstore might be making a joke there.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Right hand is wicked. Invaders have wrought this misery upon us.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Hey, I'm ready to take on the pillagers, which is something we should probably do together.
Okay, I'll try to get caught up. I'm kind of reading chat and running around in circles, so I'll try to pay a little more attention here.
Is that number 3 of 3 for the
Yeah,
king?
yeah, that's one of the meta quest, the meta quests. Just trying to keep things in sync here.
Well, you know who else I want to shout out while I'm thinking about it? Bear with me here, guys. Any of you have been looking for our friend Manbear J? He has changed his Twitch handle. He is now Full Play J, and you can check out his stream at Full Play J. And there's the link. Make sure you throw him a follow. He's always fun to hang out with and watch.
I was wondering where he went to.
Yeah, he popped by my channel last week and said hi, and I was like, "Hi, how's it going?" Didn't realize it was Jay. So, Ponton says Geeks Tour Rihanna is number 8. If Rihanna had actually outsold the Rolling Stones in album sales, I think I would probably just go build a cabin in Alaska and abandon civilization.
Not a fan.
I doubt my taste in pop music would jive with the mainstream, but if anybody out there thinks Rihanna is wildly talented, you need to reevaluate your judgment. I'm missing one of the townsfolk. I don't know who I'm looking for. I'm at 4 of 5.
There's some of them that are kind of hidden around the corner.
I've been looking around the buildings and stuff, and let's see where I'm at. Yeah, still at 4 of 5. Oh, yep. Singer's got it. Hiding here behind the corner of her own roof. Couldn't see the ring on her.
mission is dire.
Okay, and the other one... Defeat Urukai pillagers. We're doing that together. So what's the other one I'm missing? Danger and Silence?
You have to go out the gate here, back towards East Rohan, and talk to some guys out here.
Okay.
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
Apparently our hope lies in strength.
For numbers.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Yeah, Rihanna outselling Pink Floyd would also be highly offensive.
The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
Alright, let's go defeat some pillagers. Plus, a lot of these lists tend to be myopic. Like if somebody says LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time, and then somebody's like, what about Michael Jordan? And then it's like, you realize the two of them combined don't have as many championships as Bill Russell, right? But if you didn't grow up watching Bill Russell, you probably don't have an appreciation for him. We're looking for pillagers in particular, right? Not black arrows or warriors? Okay.
Yeah, they mix in a bunch of other stuff you don't care about, just to make things interesting.
Well, there's a Slayer deed. Remember, if you're in Middle Earth and you're killing orcs and wargs, you're doing the right thing. Different sites give different info, but Wikipedia seems to have good facts on it. Okay. Creative crops.
Now there's some grapes out here.
That starts a new landscape quest.
We could do that landscape quest. It's kind of on our way anyway.
Yep. Crops and crates. Were you not kidding about them claiming that Rihanna outsold Pink Floyd and the Rolling Stones? Because that's not possible. I can't even accept that as reality.
Inconceivable.
Back here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go guarding the crops.
Maybe Potton doesn't want to verify that because he doesn't want me hiding in Alaska. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Mrs. M would find me and drag me back. Hey, what are you doing in Alaska? I need you to scratch my back and make me breakfast. Yes, dear. Still missing a crate. There it is. Come on, lag. Oh, I think I'm getting discoed. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Discord, at least. I don't know.
I can see you now, too.
Okay. Now I'm able to move again.
You got your final crate?
No, heading up to it now, finally. I was just stuck and couldn't move for a while. Alright, I think I'm still one ambusher short. No, what are we looking for? Pillagers. I need a pillager. There we go. Oh, maybe I didn't need a pillager. Okay, let's go talk to the Thane.
Yes, the privy knocking quest.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan. There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan. The White Hand is wicked.
Like, just intrinsically, one of the artists that would have to have outsold Rihanna by leagues would be Prince.
Yeah.
Prince sold so many albums in the 80s and 90s that Rihanna would never be able to touch his number. So if Rihanna were ranked ahead of Prince, I couldn't accept that chart as being legitimate. There'd have to be something just fundamentally wrong with their numbers.
These lands are not to be traveled lightly.
These lands are not to be traveled lightly? Hunt says it's just a list. Claimed sales between the same numbers. I declared the list invalid. The number's false. My word is law.
Just ask Mrs. M.
Mrs. M would laugh at that. Okay, you're gonna have to find a lower task item bench for this stuff. What do we get tasked with? Prepared for the worst. Talk to Cyric. Where's he at?
In the meat hall.
In the meat hall.
Up on the ramp.
Oh, hiding.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us. Do you bring provisions? It is a sad thing to watch your lands die.
This road leads to death. We should return to Edoras.
Congratulations.
The Rohirrim do not surrender.
Fallow says, hey, do you know any kinships for disabled folk? I've been trying to find other disabled players to play the game with because I love Lotro so much, but my disabilities make it hard to relate with other kinmates, and I'd like to make deep connections with my kinmates. It's funny you should ask. I do know of a number of other Lotro players who have physical challenges. One young man I played with is a quadriplegic on a ventilator. I still play with him on his channel on Mondays. There's another gentleman, Sir Silverstar. Let me shout him out. He is also a quadriplegic on a ventilator. Yep. Try shout out, dummy. Last seen playing Elden Ring. There's a number of pretty famous Lotro streamers, or at least well-followed Lotro streamers. Rocky No Hands comes to mind. I won't shout out the first gentleman I mentioned because he's actually banned on Lotro stream. Rocky No Hands. Yeah, playing Call of Duty Warzone. Rocky No Hands plays with a mouth-driven joystick, and I'm frustrated because he's way better at Apex Legends than I am. Very cool streamer. So I don't have anywhere I can point you to directly, other than to encourage you to keep reaching out, and you should be able to find some folks. My character is lost. I play on Brandywine. What servers are they on? Most Lotro players play on a variety of different servers. I play on all of the English-speaking servers that are free to play. In fact, I think I even have a character on the French server because one time all of the English-speaking servers were down. The French server was the only one that was up. Search the privies.
That's where the orcs are hiding.
That's because they all stopped at Chipotle on their way to the Entwade.
Yeah, that's real popular.
Follow your nose. If in doubt,
I like that this privy is set even further back than the pig pen here.
You're following your nose to the privies?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound pleasant.
That is a mean-looking chicken.
sometimes when you finish a quest above level, you gotta kill the little thing that comes up. So if you miss it, you end up not finishing the quest.
Did you murder that chicken?
Nope.
Okay.
I just slow roasted it.
Okay.
Well, that's okay then.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim. I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Well, I'm almost out of quest slots. And I missed a privy or two.
I missed the wood plank. Oh, there's a wood plank.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm missing a wooden plank as well.
There's one I just picked up here, and there's another one just to the west.
Missing a privy, missing a wooden plank. Oh no, that might be the meta I'm missing. Maybe I can go turn these in. Reading is hard. Well, Lost, I'll keep an eye out if I run across any other players that I think might be a good fit for you. I do play on Brandywine occasionally. But I wish you luck. Feel free to keep coming by Lotro Stream and asking some of the other streamers. Some of the folks who stream here might have a better idea than I do.
Do you bring provisions?
You know what I can do? Of course, the problem is I can't even remember what Twitch name he's using now. Yeah, I was going to whisper you my friend's name that I play with on Mondays, but honestly, he changes his Twitch handle so much because he gets locked out of his account. I don't even remember what he's using right now. That's okay. But there is definitely a place for you in the Lotro community, and there are plenty of folks with various physical challenges and disabilities who enjoy the game, and you should be able to find some folks to hang with.
Yeah, the defeat fleeing orcs and fish build nets.
Yeah, is that
They're
what's
over
up
here
next?
somewhere.
The other, just past the privies on the south here.
It looked like a group event.
Oh, they're not too bad if you're on your own, but no reason to not do it together. Oh, he's got another quest ring. Oh, that was the problem. I ran out
These are
of
desperate
quest
times
slots.
for the Rohirrim.
Unfit for orcs. Die, villainous scum. Fish-filled net. Fish-filled
assume we
net.
have to swim out to this one.
Probably.
Oh, I think I'm getting yours too. Yeah, I am.
Oh, good. So it's always better to play with
no,
friends.
that's-
Potino Bowen
Oh,
checking
that was
in. Hi,
defeating
Potine.
orcs. Defeating orcs, not the nets.
And we'll shout out Potine. I think they're still counting for both of us. I can't see the one that you swam out to get anymore.
Slain horses.
I made a joke about the delicious horses in Western Rohan when I sent out the tweet for tonight's stream. Here they are already cooked for us. That's a pretty good deal. If you're not following me on Twitter, feel free to. I always announce Lotro stream and try to put up something that's hopefully slightly amusing. And also, generally, Lotro stream is the only stream of mine I announce. So, if you don't care about me playing Apex or World of Warships or Baldur's Gate 3 or Enshrouded or Rocket League or anything else, don't worry about it. I won't be spamming Twitch about that stuff. Only Lotro stream on Friday nights. Honest Injun. Apparently I don't have a quest to kill all these orcs yet.
I think we got the orcs by being in the area.
Oh, that could be. Egarthur got the orcs while we collected the fish.
Yeah.
That is good teamwork, fellas.
Now, I got the horses, but I don't know whether that counted for you or not.
Yeah. We don't have to talk to what's his name anymore. We go back to the Thane. Yes.
I only have 4 or 7 Thane quests here. I don't know
Yeah,
whether the
I
others
have
are
4 of
sitting on.
7, but there's some quests to the west.
Oh, he's back inside. Oh, he's going to send us off to check on his wife.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan. The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
Right, well, as long as we get to kill more orcs. That's the important thing.
So, are you at 4 of 7 with 2 more quests?
Stride into a
I'm at 4 of 7.
Cannot hope to overcome.
In too deep.
Shadows lie along our path.
Yeah, he's got 2 more for me.
To dispel them at all cost.
This time we need ember shots.
Pillager.
So things that we don't need. Except for a D.
There is no lag. There is no lag. There is no lag.
That's 5, 6. Use the last one.
I'll bring one to you.
Got it.
I'll check under these Skarn deposits to make sure that there's no more hiding. Ponton says, and for film, going by owner time sales, nothing is past Gone with the Wind yet. It is a pretty great movie. I was rather amazed when the woke started boycotting Gone with the Wind. It's like, do you not realize that that was the first time an African American was nominated for an Oscar, much less won one? Hattie McDaniel?
Time is short, and so is hope.
Is there a hand in here? I don't see any class.
Evil stirs
Yep.
in the shadows.
Back to
Looks like
Kender.
Those lords have need of aid.
Isn't there a hand in to Kender?
A break in the chain? Find and defeat what's his name?
No.
You will never break the chain.
Touche. Do you want to go back to the Thane, or do you want to go defeat what's his name?
I haven't talked to the Thane, so I'll go see him.
Well, but the next quest, a break in the chain, takes us out. Well, okay, if you want to go back there.
We can go talk to the Thane.
It's just that I didn't have a turn in there at the intersection, so I don't know if I'm missing something.
That's a little weird. Maybe you turned it in so fast that you missed it?
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
My AI assistant did it for me.
Yeah, it's just saying you're ineligible for a break in the chain, but that could just mean that you're at a previous page.
Was it the American Movie Institute used to have their list of the top 100 movies of all time? And I think I have, like, the top 3 are like Citizen Kane, Lawrence of Arabia, and Gone with the Wind. I have all 3 of those on DVD. They're all excellent.
Oh, patrol further along the road. The middle meet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's partially a discovery quest, and then I think you kill the ambushers, perhaps.
I got 6 ambushers.
Oh. That pace. Let's keep going towards Middlemead.
Okay, I got it now. I just didn't go into the right area beside the rocks.
They seem to have accidentally targeted a deer.
Seem to all be in sync now.
All right.
Now we have to kill Asgaja.
Setting his quest guide focus, turning towards him.
Up here somewhere.
Bacchus checking in. Hello, Bacchus.
completion?
Yeah. We ride for the Thane. And for nachos. Man, nachos sound good right now, don't they?
Yes.
But I remember one of the movies that was ranked really high on that list of movies, Patton, was Tootsie with Dustin Hoffman.
Invaders of the lands of Rohan.
Which I never saw, and I'm like, really?
Enough
Tootsie?
curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
Tootsie is a masterpiece of American cinema.
Invaders have wrought this misery upon us.
We gotta rally somebody to somebody's side.
Will the real Eaglemen please stand up?
Switch Up Gaming says, is this like the official Lotro dev stream? There's always another person streaming on this channel. Yeah, this is the developer's channel. I'm a guest streamer. I don't actually work for Standing Stone, but they have a variety of streamers who stream on this channel throughout the week. Cordovan, the community manager, does stream on Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern. And they do have other developers on here from time to time. Oh, is it noon Eastern, 11 Central?
Usually noon, yes.
Okay, there you go. Just got my time zones mixed.
See, I think the latest schedule is Elda on Monday, Meilung on Tuesday, Master of Dungeons on Wednesday, Big Ed on Friday, Red Baron on Saturday.
El Galadwin on Wednesday, French Girl Gaming.
Yeah, right. El Galadwin and French Girl Gaming, and Sky Manic on Sunday. But the schedule is in the About section, I think, of the channel, isn't it?
Mm.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Well, here's where we go looking for his wife.
The sword in a house or
Enemy
something?
must
or
be punished for encroaching
hard
upon
to
our
find?
lands. It's a sad
It's
thing
around here
to
somewhere.
watch your lands die.
Yeah, there's a sword and a shield laying around.
Found the shield.
Delete key, delete key.
Oh, here it is.
It is a sad thing to watch your lands die.
So when you hit level 86, remember, not only is that a reforge level, but you can start the process of replacing all of those lower level traceries with the higher level ones, because otherwise they're going to turn into pumpkins at level 96.
That sounds like a super fun time. Okay, do we need to talk to the Thane? Or just ride along the road? Looks like we're ready to go. And is Agelman
Right.
coming with us?
Be right for the road.
Yeah, he's in my pocket.
Okay. Follow that bear.
Do you have precipitation turned off? Okay. Just noticing it's raining for me in the game, but it's not for you.
It's raining pretty steady for me.
Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, that tends to make me rubber band a little bit more. I don't know about you.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Oh, stable master.
Mm-hmm. And a mustering horn. Die, villainous scum. Sorry, Rich Angle Aer Lingus Garn Deposit. Have to stop. You spy a farmhouse in the distance. I think we're supposed to check out the farmhouse, aren't we?
Yep.
Yes.
Our mission is dire. What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Oh, I thought of another band that I like but don't actually own any records. Aerosmith.
What brings you to these lands?
Like a lot of their older stuff, don't have a record. And that's saying something, because between me and Mrs. M, we probably have 2,000, maybe 2,400 music CDs, and I've still got a whole crate of vinyl. Of all of my original vinyl records going all the way back to when I was in junior high school. I think my first album I ever got, I had a buddy of mine, matter of fact, he was the best man in my wedding and we still hang out regularly. For my birthday, he bought me a copy of the Rolling Stones' Still Life. That was a live album they came out with in the '81 tour, and I still have that in every album I bought since. Don't have an Aerosmith album. Like the band. Not as much with their later stuff. Some of it was okay, but Dream On and Back in the Saddle and plenty of good records. But again, it's on the radio often enough. I just never felt the need to buy it. And I am on the wrong leg of the road, apparently. You've discovered a grim scene as the people of Entwade lay slain before you.
It's a sad thing to watch your lands die.
We gotta bury the dead. And lastly, you find the Thane's wife.
These lands were once so fair.
She must be returned to Entwade. I will handle the task myself, friend.
It is a sad thing to watch your lands die.
Ready the horse at Pendlack's farm. So we go back to the farm. Oh, we have a war band. Aura's a small fellowship war band, and we're a small fellowship. That should work out. Are we all here? Looks like it's just me and Forbin Kid. Where'd Zinger and Egarther get off to?
Panning in the clouds.
Oh, is that Snapjaw, or is it something else?
Aura?
Aura?
Yeah.
Aura.
Yeah, we're by the farm. A warband popped up. Readied the horse. Are we supposed to go back to him or just?
Oh,
Hold on. Okay.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Find it frustrating when you go by the area
It is a
and
sad thing
nothing's
to
there
watch your lands
realize
die.
it's because you're on a horse.
Yup. And we're supposed to go back to the mead hall to talk to him later?
Oh, are we doing the warband?
Yeah, I want to tackle that war band. Slowly pulled it towards you guys, but it reset. Alright, we're headed towards you.
I have the quest, so I don't have to pick it up again, do I?
Nope.
Zinger is just soaking up the damage here.
Okay, we're all here. He's a big fella.
Ooh, earrings. Nice.
All right, back to the mead hall.
threads.
Now who leveled? Forbin Kid?
No.
Zinger?
Yeah, I think so.
Am I going completely the wrong way?
I was going wrong meat house, I guess. Can't wait.
I just assumed if I crossed this river it would take me back into Eastern Rohan, but this is actually the way back to Entwade. Who knew?
It's Entwade we want to go to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I'll just take the horse.
I just wasn't bothering to read the map. I'm not a smart man.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us. Invaders have wrought this misery upon us.
You have too many players in your group.
It says max 3.
Thank you, Zinger.
In the grim aftermath of the Wadeslot, Thane Adric journeys to Edoras to confront Eowyn on matters of honor and duty.
Ponton says, I'm off now. Have fun storming the castle. Good night, Ponton. Make sure you save your coconut shell so you can make horsey noises.
The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
Train is mad.
What brings you to these lands?
Looks like Zinger survived the encounter too.
I have need of your aid. I have need of your aid.
Yep, Max Players 3 again.
Seeking to avenge the
Three
wrongs done
apparently
to
is
her
the
people,
magic number.
Eowyn rides east to drive the White Hand from the Wade once and for all.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Well, just make sure you send Zinger all of your essences as a thank you for helping us tonight.
So basically, Eowyn just called this guy a brave idiot.
Mm-hmm.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Defend the palisades.
That'll do it.
We jog for Cyric and for glory.
Our mission is dire.
We're going to secure the western flank. Kill steal.
What brings you to these lands?
Epic Games TV checking in. Look at that epic bag space. I've got a slot open. That's good for me. Baka says, I'll have to send you the 1980 Greatest Hits album sometime. It's a great album. Who knew? Yeah, they've changed a lot of game dynamics in the last 8 years, Switch It Up gaming. Might take you a while to get back into the swing of things.
Okay, so here's where
I have
the
need of
epic
your aid.
diverges from the side quests. If we want to follow the epic, we go to Underharrow. But if we want to do the side quests,
I
and
have
the zone
need of
quests,
your
then
aid.
we go to Middlemead.
Well, I'm at the 3 hour and 6 minute mark, so instead I will go to bed. Appreciate Zinger and Egarther and Forbin Kid playing with me tonight. Glad you guys were here. It's always more fun to play with friends.
I need your help, my friend. I have need of your aid.
But I think this is a good point to call it a night.
Did we almost get you to 85?
Yeah, I'm on the cusp. I'm about 3/4 of the way there, maybe a little closer. But I would very much like to get some sleep, and French Girl Gaming is up and streaming. We will raid her. Jules Quests is also up and streaming Lotro. Let me give her a shout out. You can certainly say hi to her, give her a follow. Our friend Professor Teacher G, who streams Lotro, is actually playing Valorant tonight. Looks like most of the notables. Yeah, we'll call it good there. I am going to raid French Girl Gaming. Please pop in, say hello to her. She's a fellow Lotro stream team member. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Get out, touch some grass, enjoy the spring weather before it gets too hot. We're hitting the mid-80s here already, so it's getting plenty warm in Nebraska. And I will be on my channel tomorrow night, likely playing and streaming Apex Legends. It's a horrible, soul-crushing game. Nobody should play it, including me, but I will be streaming it. And I behave badly when I stream Apex Legends, so do not come by my channel. Do not watch me. You'll be disappointed in my behavior, as I will be. But I can't help myself. And then Sunday evening on the Big Ed Mustafa channel, we'll be doing some World of Warships. That's always a good time. I generally always play with friends I've met playing Lotro, oddly enough. So we have a couple of non-Lotro players in the Warships group, but that's okay. Come by and say hi. Have a great weekend. Enjoy. And we'll see you guys all again soon. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Thank you.